Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another video for you guys. Today we are now into December and I haven't done a Christmas review in a while, so I thought this time I'll do one of the most reviews I wanted to do in a while. It is Christmas time. I did want to talk about this movie because I do believe this movie is a Christmas movie. You guys see the title, and of course we're talking about Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis, directed by John McTiernan. And I definitely wanted to talk about this movie, man, because I just watched it. We are doing a watch along on the Nerd Talk channel, so definitely be ready for that. We're doing that within the next week or so. And I definitely wanted to talk about this movie, man. Of course, I have it here on 4K. I will be watching on 4K for the watch along, and I'm very happy about that. And obviously, I wanted to talk about this movie because I do believe this movie is a Christmas movie. Regardless of what anybody has to say, I'm going to get into reasons why in this video. So if you guys will enjoy videos like this, you guys want more videos like this, please hit that like button, subscribe for more. And let's get into this video, you guys. Let's get it. Let's go. Like I said, you guys, I'm talking about Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman as the villain or the antagonist in this movie. And I love this movie, man. I love this movie. Of course, came out in '88. Bruce Willis' first action role. He was known as a comedy guy, sitcom guy. So the fact that he led this movie was kind of a thing people didn't really buy until the movie came out. And of course, if I'm not mistaken, this is a guy who gave us great action classics. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did Predator. You can guys correct me in the comments if you want. But the one thing I love about this movie is very well paced, man. So this movie is about a guy named John McClane. He's going to California to see his wife and his family because they moved out to California because of her job. He's still in New York as a city cop, so he's coming to California to spend Christmas with his family. Now, you know what I said? Christmas with his family. So obviously the big debate about this movie, is it a Christmas movie, is it not? Obviously the main thing, there is no snow. It takes place in California. They do celebrate Christmas in California, guys. You guys didn't know that, right? It doesn't have to be snow and stuff like that. And of course the main plot of this movie is that a group of robbers come to the Nakatomi Plaza to take $640 million from the guy, from the main, main head of the company. Obviously, they want to steal the money. It's basically a heist movie at the end of the day, or it's a guy taking down robbers. That's basically what the movie is. And John McClane just happens to be there. He's at the one thing about this franchise alone is that he's the right guy at the wrong time most of the time. So he's kind of jumped into this out of nowhere. Like, he's just going to see his wife to try to figure out what's going on with their marriage because he doesn't understand. Like, when he first gets there, he goes see his wife. He finds out that his wife doesn't even have his last name at the job. She has her maiden name. So he's kind of confused of where they're at. They're kind of drifted apart. And obviously these events bring them back together. Because she's caught up in the middle of this whole thing going on because she's like second in command at the company. And, so that's basically the gist of the whole story. Alan Rickman is the main guy. Hans Gruber, he's the main guy leading the whole team to take to try to take this money. And John McClane is there to, disrupt the entire plan. And does he do so? Man, I swear to God, this movie is hilarious. It has some great one-liners, great action sequences, great shootout moments and stuff like that. Like I said, I love the way this movie is paced. I love the way it's shot. Some of the reveals that they give us in this movie is pretty good too. Like I said, let me go ahead and talk about, like I said, I try to drift it off what I want to talk about. Of course, the reason why I believe this movie is a Christmas movie. For one, like I said, the idea of him going to California to spend Christmas with his family. That's the main thing. This day, the one he's there, take place on Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas, obviously. There's a lot of Christmas references in this movie. The movie starts off with a Christmas song. It ends with a Christmas song. They're literally saying things involving Christmas throughout the entire movie. I'd like you guys to play a game when you guys watch it. Take a shot every time they mention something about Christmas in this movie. You will be drunk by the end of this movie because it's more times than I can count. It's the one thing I don't understand. Like I said, the movie isn't promoted as a Christmas movie. No, it is not. But to me, it's like, I feel like you can watch it. Like, read the synopsis. Bruce Willis is John McClane, a New York City cop who flies to LA on Christmas Eve to visit his wife for a party for a company. They literally put Christmas in the synopsis. So if it's not a Christmas movie, I don't know what it is. I like to use the example of Home Alone. Of course, Home Alone it's, it's the snowy look. There's snow and stuff like that. And of course, there's a lot of Christmas thing going on. But the main plot of the movie is Kevin being stuck at home alone. That's the main plot. It just happened to be on Christmas that it happens. But we still watch that movie and consider it a Christmas movie. That movie could take place in the summertime. It's the same exact thing. Same with this movie, of course. This movie can happen on any time, but it just happens to happen on Christmas Eve. So that's at least how I look at it. I do watch this every single year. I watch it multiple times throughout this month. And I love it, man. Bruce Willis as John McClane is cake, man. Like I said, he is funny, but he also is great in the action moments. And he takes a beating in this movie, man. Like, there's literally a scene he has to walk on glass. He's getting shot at, beaten up. Like, man, he has to literally crawl through air shafts, jump from like one air ducts to another air ducts, literally jump off a building to near death. Like, man, when he goes through it in this movie, it's insane. Let's go ahead and talk about Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber. It's funny because I seen Harry Potter before I saw this movie. So when he shows up, I said, oh my God, it's Professor Snape as a younger gentleman. Like, I didn't see Galaxy Quest yet. I didn't see any other movies. I seen Harry Potter and then this. And then obviously I looked at other movies that he was in. He's a good character actor in other roles. He's great in Robin Hood as well with Kevin Costner. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely check that out. But he's really good as the villain, man. He has a very, approach to his line delivery and the way he talks, the way he speaks, the way he articulates his words is very particular for this character, and it works on him very well. So he's a nice counterpart to John McClane, who is very charismatic, very jokey, and very he like I said, John McClane has moments where he talks to himself like, oh my God, why didn't you do it, man? Because you'll be dead, you idiot, stuff like that. I love that about these characters. I do love the writing. The writing is great. Like I said, some of the one-liners in this movie is awesome. Like the scene, so we have, I can't think of the actor's name, but the actor who played Carl Winslow on Family Matters shows up in the movie, which I think he was in this before he was in that show. And it's funny that he plays a cop in that show, but he shows up and he doesn't believe anything's wrong. He pulls off and John McClane literally throws a dead body on him. And the line that he says, like, welcome to the party, pal. It's hilarious, man. It's great, man. I love their banter back and forth because he's like the inside guy talking to him throughout the entire time. We got this one character, like the chief character, he plays the principal in Breakfast Club. He shows up. He's always playing this type of character too. Shows up just not believing anything that's going on and stuff like that. Like I said, I love the way this movie is paced from front to back. It's a great movie. If you guys have not seen Die Hard, definitely check it out, man. It is a very 80s action movie, clearly. At least late 80s action movie. And I still believe it holds up, man. I believe it's great. Like I said, I get into the Christmas spirit when I watch this movie, regardless of all the guns and blood and cuss words and stuff like that. I do believe it works, man. Like I said, it has one of the most iconic scenes of him jumping off the building with the explosion in the background of him. That I've seen it on so many Fox DVDs. It's hilarious, and it's funny. I've seen that shot before I even saw the movie, and it's crazy that it still holds up, man. I do believe it holds up. I want to give a shout out to Bruce Willis and his family. Like I said, I know you guys heard of Bruce Willis. He has dementia. He kind of really doesn't remember things that he's done in this past. So a movie like this, I'm sure, he probably doesn't even remember doing it, and it's kind of sad. The way this franchise go from this one to A Good Day to Die Hard is definitely a decline. But this one, man, it still holds up. The 4K is pretty good. If you guys have not checked out the 4K, like I said, I'm very excited to watch it on the watch along. So I will be watching that. So like I said, that's just my thoughts on Die Hard. It's a great action movie with great characters. We got of course, the characters you like, you don't like, and stuff like that, of course, with any typical action movie. And I do believe it still holds up. And yes, it is a Christmas movie. I'm going to say it till I die. It is a Christmas movie. I watch it every single year. I wish I would have got they have a Christmas version with a Christmas slipcover and everything. It's so funny because I was watching it. Of course, at the end, they play, they play a Christmas song at the end of the movie. And I'm like, oh, maybe they just put this in as a joke. No, I believe they were making a Christmas movie too at the same time. So, like I said, if you guys don't believe me, that's on you. But I'm gonna stand by it and say this movie is a Christmas movie. I don't care what nobody says. So, that's my thoughts on Die Hard. Like I say, if you guys have not seen it, definitely check it out. Definitely watch it. You know, it's a great movie, great action movie. I believe it's a good time. It's definitely a dad film. If you have a son, show him this movie. Y'all will have a great time. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys believe this is a Christmas movie like me? You know, and like I said, give the video a like, subscribe, and I'm out on this one, you guys. Peace out.